Okay, so spoiler alert. Sorry if you haven't watched the show, but you should watch it live.
Yes.
So Jesus, it looked like Jesus died last night.
Yeah.
Is Jesus dead?
Yeah, Jesus got stabbed through the heart last night.
So is that it? Are we going to see a resurrection of Jesus, or
No.
are we done?
Unfortunately, different guy.
Yeah.
he ain't coming back anytime soon. There is a 6-year time jump that happened between last season, between episode 5 and episode 6. So you maybe might see what happened with Jesus in those 6 years. But as far as this point in the timeline goes, he's done so.
So how do you feel?
Pretty good. I think we went out on a high. I was very, very happy with the sequence and how surprising and shocking it was. You know, I just want to tell good stories and be involved in legendary sequences, and I think this stands out in the show as a moment that people will remember, and that's all you want, really. So I was super happy.
What was it like for you watching the moment that he dies?
Great. Like, I see it as a kind of like a piece of art, like a moment in the show. It was harder for my fiance, I think. I think she couldn't quite deal with watching it. But I thought the way they shot it and just the way that the build-up and everything happened was so cool, and no, I'm really happy with it.
So you've been working for 3 years on this now, which
Yeah.
you say is the longest you've ever worked in one part.
Yeah.
Do you feel free?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's just by virtue of the job that we do, like you play different characters and you want to go from project to project, and it's amazing to have a job like this, which goes on for 3 years, especially on one of the biggest shows on television.
Right.
But you can't help but feel like you want to play a different character, and that's how I felt a little bit. But at the same time, I had such fun playing this character. But you know, I grew out my hair and my beard, and I have been this character for 3 years in my private life as well as on the show. So it'd be nice to have a bit of a break now.
So are you going to shave? Are you going to cut your hair?
I think there aren't that many guys in Hollywood with long hair, so I might keep the hair because it also took me 2.5 years to grow it this long.
Yeah.
But the beard I can shave and grow back. But I'll keep the hair until the right thing comes along.
Yeah, this is like the end of a hockey season. Now you can shave your beard, right?
Yeah,
like
no,
all those guys
yeah.
that grow it out for the playoffs and stuff. I know you said to the Hollywood Reporter that you weren't necessarily thrilled with the character art or the direction of where things were going. Can you talk to us about that?
Well, just because the show is based off of the comic books, and the character is in the comic books, and he does a lot in the time period that was in the show for the last couple of years, and he's a very capable fighter, and he has a bunch of cool sequences. And so that was the only script that I really had to go off, because we get the TV show scripts episode by episode.
Right.
So the only way that I could really prepare for anything was to look at the comic books. So I was like fight training all the time, and I was just so prepared to get involved. And none of those moments quite played out as they did in the comic books. So I was kind of always slightly frustrated by not being able to perform in the way that I would have liked. But you know, you're at the behest of the way that the story goes, and in the end, we told a great story at the beginning and the end of his arc, and I'm happy with that.
And this death wasn't in the comic books like
No, this death was a huge surprise for everyone, and I know the comic book people, the people that love the comic books, are always, you know, enjoying the fact that they know certain things that are coming up, but this was totally out of the blue, which I was excited about. Like, it's a shame to say goodbye to such a cool character, but it propels the story in such a cool way that I was happy to be a part of it.
Yeah, and we've said goodbye to a lot of great characters over the years on this show, including Andrew Lincoln.
Yeah.
I think we have a picture of the two of you from years
Oh,
ago.
wow.
Look at this. Tell us about this.
So I'm 16, 17 in that picture. Andy and I attended the same after-school drama group. Andy's a few years older than me, so he had left. We're both from Bath in England. And this was for a benefit for the millennium, and he came back to host it. And he was like the guy that we saw from, you know, Bath. I was like, you can do it, you can be an actor. Because at that point, he was a pretty well-known actor in England. Yeah. He was a bit inspirational, so for him to then come back was great. And to have that photo is amazing now.
Yeah.
And we worked together on Wuthering Heights in 2009, and then came back round again for Walking Dead. So
real quick, do you know what's next for you?
what's next for me?
Yeah.
I'm getting married
Oh, wow.
next year, so that's going to be interesting.
That's the most important part.
That is important, but then at the same time, we'll see. I'm excited to just be a free agent right now.
All right, well, congratulations. Thanks
Thank
so
you.
much for coming in.